If you want to have a good marriage, understand that your husband needs food and sex every day, just like you need a roof over your head every day.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. Today, you can kind of see what's going on. You see the title. Saw that first video coming out the gate. Today, we're going to talk about what type of woman you should be looking for, what type of traits you should be looking for in a woman. You know, we always talk about, the negative things and what you don't want in a woman and, how these women in the West act, all this other stuff. But what good would I be doing you if I'm not showing you any type of examples of what type of traits you should be looking for? So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And like I said, definitely drop those comments because I like hearing from y'all. I like responding back to everyone, as many people as I can. So, hey, let's get right into it.
How much does a wedding ring have to cost?
Baby, it could be $50. It really doesn't matter. I just want to be in love. I want to be genuine. I want a happy, healthy marriage. So the ring, what the cost of the ring, it really doesn't mean anything because it's not like I'm going to go sell it. But the ring is just a symbol of my commitment to my man. So however much he can really afford, whatever he feels like he wants to give me, I think that's better than... Listen, these hoes have 3 kids with no marriage. So I'd rather the ring and my man than the cost of it. That don't matter.
So like he could give you a ring pop and you would...
Baby, take me to the courthouse with that ring pop. Thank you. Hello.
How much does...
I tell you right now, baby, right there, yeah, she gonna get scooped up real fast. That right there, she's rare. She's rare. She don't really care about the ring part. She want a real relationship. She want everything to be about it, just serious. And so, that's a rare find, especially here in the West. But, this next video, yeah, I like this one because it's actually one woman putting another woman in place, finding out how she should really be moving out here in these streets. So let's get into it.
Women entrepreneurs are winning. Why do you think that is?
Ooh, you're not gonna like my answer. One thing that they did during slavery is that they made sure to emasculate the man, right? And then make the woman powerful. And the reason why they made the woman powerful is because primary caretakers of the babies. And we're gonna do everything that we can to make sure our babies live. Things are put in place so Black women can feel like they don't need a man.
So you think it's designed to
Absolutely.
separate and conquer?
You can tell when there's not a father in the household. The kids carry themselves a different way. And you can see that they're lacking something, especially the boys. This narrative about being this independent Black woman, because you never hear another race say that. We need to get rid of that narrative. It shouldn't be one person over the other.
Yeah.
You should be working
Together.
Yeah. To build.
Yeah. That's really the reason why we're doing so well.
Yes.
They're promoting it.
They're promoting it.
And I think word is more palatable.
Right.
Black men, they're more their competition.
They are, and they are not afraid to speak their mind. So all of the grants, all of this stuff for Black women this, Black women that. But what about
the men? Exactly. I'm glad she brought in the history of a lot of this stuff because a lot of people don't realize how this is conquer and divide. This is one of the #1 rules of war. You take the woman, you emasculate the men, and you kill off their sons. This is how a lot of colonialism worked and all this other stuff. So I'm really happy she went into the history of it, because what you guys are going to find is that I'm going to be talking more on the whole history and geopolitics and all this stuff, how it comes down to dating and stuff like that, where you can see where you have control, but we have to be able to pay attention to narratives that are going on. I said it years ago, it seems like, man, all these Black women, they getting degrees, Black men still going to jail. And then when you find out real stats, it's a lot more brothers that's sitting over 100K, or they got degrees, or doing positive things, and actually our jail jail rates, as far as us going to jail, it dropped. So you got to get out and research. You got to study. You can't just go with narratives and go with whatever somebody's blabbing in your ear and you just like how it sounds. You got to be smarter than that. You got to be much smarter. But that's why I really love that video right there. This next video is of a woman showing how much she really cares about her man and how this is that I ride with him. I really ride with him. And I roll with my man tough. Check out this next video.
What's your age?
40,
40. How long you been together?
23 years.
22, 23, yeah.
And married?
16, 17.
You really think you could be faithful to each other for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
What gives you that confidence?
Ain't nothing else out there. Ain't nothing out there for me.
You don't think there's plenty of fish in the sea?
Yeah, but I don't like really a lot of fish.
What makes her different?
I'm just so used to this one. I love it.
It's the familiarity.
Not so much familiarity because it always switches up.
Is there a certain level of toxicity that keeps the relationship alive?
100%.
Definitely.
So she started things out of nothing.
Vice versa.
So at your age, how often do you guys do it right now?
At least 4 times a week.
What are some of the ways you spice it up in the bedroom?
I mean, you gotta flip them around, throw them around a little bit.
Yeah, we go to the strip club.
We love the strip
We'll
club.
hang out together, you know.
Does he get to get lamb dances when he goes?
Absolutely. I'd be like, come on.
Yeah,
Cheering him on.
The strippers love her.
Oh, yeah.
If you feel like you don't want to give it to him, guess what? Don't ask him where he's going. Don't ask him where you been. If you're not interested, cool. Let him go do his thing then. How dare you think that you just all that where, oh, I could just not give him some. Play them games with the right man. He got 5 other chicks in his phone book right now that's swinging from a shower curtain. Trust me. The most abusive thing a woman can do, in my opinion, is to sit, make that man either be in a relationship with you, marry you, and then turn around and stop giving him what you promised. And there's no excuse. So if you're with somebody and they not giving it up, it's not cheating if you go get it from somewhere else, period. Because you went against the agreement first. That was you. I ain't signed up for this to be told no. He is then within his right to have another woman perform that duty that you didn't perform, especially if you're married.
Yeah, see all of that? That right there, that's all legit game. It's legit game. You know, Buddy and his wife, they go to the strip clubs, they hang out, they have a good time. You know, keep things spicy. Got to keep moving and swerving on that thing 4-5 times a week so it don't get bored. And it ties in perfect with the video after that where she's just like, you know, you can't be sitting up here, oh no, I ain't gonna have sex with my husband, but you expect him to be faithful. Yeah, make that shit make sense. That's the same as him saying, you know what? I'm just not gonna be paying bills no more. How long are you gonna be with him? Ain't gonna be very long. And a lot of women will use this as like a tactic or whatever it is they're going through. But that's a responsibility to your man. But I'm not here to talk to the women. I'm here to talk to the men. So if you find yourself with a woman that's doing that to you, just cut it. It doesn't get better. It never gets better. Just cut that. Move on to the next one. And this last little clip I want to show you, again, this is more women giving other women game and them learning, you know, sometimes you got to shut your mouth. Let's get it.
You've been married a long time. A lot of people may not know that you've been married a long time. What are some of the things you felt like you had to change about your personality in order to be more appeasing to your husband?
Absolutely, and that's a great question. I've been married for almost 22 years now. We've been married. And for me, I had to learn how to let my guard down. I had to learn how to be completely vulnerable with him. I had to learn how to be quiet sometimes, not
That's
always.
Tough.
It is.
It are like, tell them to shut up. They won't shut up.
Why
can't we not shut up?
Because I think that we just feel like we just have to be heard.
Yeah.
And you do have to be heard. But there's a point where, for me personally, he's the head of my household. Point blank, period. He's the head of right? And so, although I need him to hear where I'm coming from, there's a way in which I have to communicate with him in order for him to hear it. So if I'm just rah-rah and I'm just going at it, and I'm not being respectful, I'm yelling, and there's just nothing being accomplished, then why would he hear me?
Exactly.
Why would he
That's
make
good.
any changes? All of that, right? So I had to learn how to be quiet. I had to learn to pick my battles.
How did you learn? How did you learn this? Because we're not taught. So how did you learn?
I learned it from him.
Okay, you had to be obedient to him at some point.
I learned it from him.
Things I do for my husband that most modern women don't agree with. In no particular order, number 1, submitting to him. I don't look at me and my husband as equals. He is my head, he is my leader, and I respect and treat him as such. And there's nothing oppressive about it. This man treats me like a princess, and I love it, every single minute of it. When you have a man who you know truly has your best interest at heart, it truly makes submitting come easy. Not always easy, but definitely worthwhile. Number 2, I ask him for permission on certain things before I do it. Let's say a group of my girls and I want to go out to a place that we've never been before. I'm not going to just go. I'm going to ask my husband if he's okay with me going before I make any type of plans. And that's out of respect, because if he's not okay with where we're going, or if he's not sure about the location, then I'm not going to go. I also wash his clothes, I clean up after him, I cook for him, I serve him his plate, and I take it back when he's done. I cater to him. I literally cater to him because he's the king and he should be treated as such. And I let him have the final say on decisions. I trust his judgment at the end of the day, and I know that he's always open to hearing and considering my thoughts, but at the end of the day, he's the man. I let him have the authority, let him have the final say on what works best for us. And even if things don't go as he planned originally, I'm not going to go ha-ha and laugh in his face. I'm going to still be by his side and support him. It's okay. Lesson learned. Now on to the next thing. Period.
Yeah, see, baby, she gonna be married for a minute. She gonna be married for a long time. She know how to fix herself and keep it moving. Check it out. That's all I got for y'all today. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. And until next time, I'll get at y'all.